10 stocks to buy and sell. Good day, all fellow investors and traders out there. This is Total Investor, and what we do on this YouTube investment channel is that we review and look for trading opportunities using stock charts. That means that we use technical analysis to make our decision. And I think that if you have been following, and I hope you have, by the way, make sure you subscribe to this channel by clicking the subscribe button. If you have been paying attention to this channel, you know that the last few videos, a lot of trades have worked out very, very well, profitably. That's because I came across a new indicator that is very simple to use. You just buy and sell when it tells you to. You can't get any simpler than that, and I'm going to be going through that today. I've got 10 stocks, 9 of them are buys, and 1 sell. Okay, so let's start off with the very first one here. By the way, before I go any further, keep in mind that this is for educational purposes only. It should not be used as financial advice. And let's get started to review these charts. The first one is Algoma Steel Group, which is ASTL, a symbol. If you go back to late October, it gave its initial buy recommendation at around 6.5. Rode it all the way up in just 2 months, where it gave the sell at around 9.5. That is a nice $3 move on 6.5. So that's what 40+% in just 2 months. Not bad. It saved us a pullback all the way down before we got the next buy. That unfortunately was a bad one. We lost a little bit of money on that on the sell. It was less than $1, so that's okay. Rode it back, held on until we got the last buy signal, which was, I believe, Wednesday, somewhere this past week here. We also know that it broke through the downtrend line, so this looks like a good signal so far. If we make it to the old highs, we've got a nice percentage gain in a short period of time. Okay, so ASTL, Algoma Steel. Next is Bloom Energy Corporation. BE is the stock symbol. Similar, sorry, we've got like a breakout pattern here on both the downtrend line, which it did just recently this past week, and also the end of last week, where it broke the the resistance level. Okay, so broke both trend lines, plus we got a buy signal, so this is looking good. If we can get back to the old highs of 15.5, well, it's a $4 move. Percentage wise, it's a nice return in a short period of time. BE is a symbol. Next is CubeSmart, CUBE. If we look back here, going back to November, when it gave its initial buy recommendation at around $34, $35, rode it all the way up until we got to around $45. A nice percentage move there, $10 over out of 35. That's, well, over 30% return, if my math is correct. Slight pullback here until we found some support at around 42, bounced off again. The second time, I think that this one might be it, where we finally break out of the of this trading pattern, of this pullback. It's got to break $46 and above 48, which I think it is very likely to do. If it does, we could be seeing a move that will be equal to this one from here at the bottom, which is, I think, what's that, $34 to 48. So it's an extra $14 from the bottom. That should bring this around $56 if this pattern works out. Okay, good percentage move on CubeSmart. Next is First Interstate Bank System. FIBK is a symbol. Again, I've got like quite a few stocks that are breaking trend lines here. The trend line coming down from the old highs was broken. I believe that was actually Friday of last week. And now we are actually touching the resistance level that we had going back a couple of months here. So that might happen early next week. Wait until that happens, and that will be the actual buy signal. Or if we're going with just the indicator, that happened last week. Okay, but either way, it looks good. It won't be a huge percentage move, just simply because of the type of stock that this is, the sector. Okay, you're not going to get giant moves in these kind of stocks. FIBK is a symbol. Another one, Front Door, FTDR. This also broke the downtrend line from the December highs after a pullback here down to the 30, where it found some support. Gave a buy signal, the indicator. I believe this was on Monday, and it broke through, so this looks good. If we get to the old highs, it's like a $4.50, $5 move. I'll let you decide whether that's enough profit for you to take, given the risk-reward ratio, and you got to look at that yourself. Front door FTDR is a symbol. Next, gray television. Got a sell signal way back in early February, right near the top. Came back down from the $10 level where it found some support around 5.5, and it broke through the trend line here last week. It gave a buy signal early this week, and it also broke through the support resistance level that went back way back to October, okay, which is at around the $6 level. So this broke two trend lines, and the indicator gave a buy signal, so this looks good. If it goes back to the old highs of $10, that is going to be a very nice move, and that will be, what's that, 3.5, well, it'll be about 50% return. Okay, so that is looking very good. GTN is the stock symbol there. Next, we've got Invesco. IVZ is the symbol. Going back to October, when it gave its initial buy, that bottomed out around 12.5. Rode it all the way up to the first sell, which went all the way up to about 18. Nice percentage move in just 2 months. Gave two sell signals with one buy. Pulled back. If you look from the top to the lowest low here on the pullback, that was about, what would that be, 55% retracement. Okay, usually you get 50 to 61% maximum, and that's where we came down to. I found the bottom at around the $15 level. We finally got a buy signal with the indicator. This was actually last week. Went up a few points since then, but it's still looking good. And if we do get this, if this pattern is valid, then what we do is that we measure this bottom here back from early October or late October, 12.5 to the top, 18. So it's $5.50, $5.50 to added to the bottom here, which would be $20.50. That's the target. Okay, again, these are targets. Doesn't mean that it has to go there. Anything can happen, but that's what it is. Invesco, IVZ. Next, Meta platforms, or usually Facebook, is what most people know it as. This is the only sell, by the way, that I have on these 10 charts. If we go back right to the beginning of the 6 months here, chart patterns, the time frame, we notice that it's buys and sells very quickly. The sells don't last that long. They're usually like maybe a week. Sell here for a couple of days. So because we're still in an upward pattern, I mean, the price is moving upwards, you just buy, liquidate, buy, liquidate, buy, liquidate. Okay, but you don't go short. So how far this will turn back, or pull back, I should say, well, we can go down to around maybe 425, 430, give or take, and it would still be valid. Hopefully by then, there'll be a bounce, and we'll get another buy signal, and it'll be up from there. Okay, but wait. We need to, get the confirmation from the price patterns. Okay, so that's Meta, META. Next is Realty Income Corp. Stock symbol is O. Gave its initial, it bottomed out back in late October. The buy came in at around $50. Rode it all the way up for just 2.5 months at around 58. So not a huge percentage move, but for a short period of time, you'll take it. Since that sell signal, it has pulled back, found a floor. If you look to do the Fibonacci retracements from the bottom here to the top and a pullback, look where it pulled back, right to the 61% level. And it found support once, twice, and now we're looking to get like a little bit of a rounded bottom here. It looks like the retracement is over. We got a buy signal late last week at 53 and change. So I think that this is looking very constructive. Realty Income, stock symbol O. OMCL, OMCL is the stock symbol. We had a pullback from early January, and it's been down since then. Gave an early buy signal back in about the beginning of this month, okay, and just has moved sideways to slightly higher. But since then, it has broken the downtrend line that it had in its recent high, okay, and it's also just above the $29 level, which was support and then became resistance. So this is looking very, very constructive. We'll see what happens early next week. And then you can decide what you want to do. OMCL is a stock symbol. And that is it. That is a 10. Again, I'd like to ask you, please subscribe. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, and you will be notified by YouTube when a new video comes out. That way you don't miss any of these stocks. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below in the comment section. And please, if you can, a big thumbs up. Okay? Thank you for taking time to listen and watch. And hopefully your trading next week will be very, very profitable. Good luck to everyone. Take care.